Okay, this should be working now. Just a sec. Checking if the audio works. Okay. How's life? How is life? Life is. Hey, Halil, is that how you say your name? Halil? Okay, so I'll start off, I'll feel free to ask anything or say anything, but this is more of a stream for me as reference as well as anyone else who is interested. Oh, cool. Thanks, Halil. And because I was looking at different places to find those English-speaking companies or companies that hire foreigners from abroad or just English-speaking companies in Japan. And like, I think Japan Dev has got such a great, hello Mario. I think Japan Dev has the best way to view all these companies simply. If you look at like LinkedIn, I just think LinkedIn just feels like a mess. So I want to go through all these companies in Japan Dev. I don't work with them or anything. I have no connection with them, but I just realized that this is the best way to look at these English-speaking IT companies. So that's the whole point of this stream. But feel free to say anything you want or ask any questions, and I can jump into a new site and answer any of them for you. Excuse me. Okay, so we're just going to go straight into it, and I'm going to go through this list of companies, and I think they have quite a bit. So how many on one page? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 40 companies per list, and I think there's about 9 pages. Yeah, Mario, LinkedIn is terrible. LinkedIn, I mean, man, I know heaps of people have added me, but when I see what they like or what they share, I just think, like, why would you share that? Like, that's not like, you know. But yeah, that is absolute cringe, LinkedIn. Still waiting for how to get the waifu. Oh, that's gonna get me banned. Halil, I'll be shadow banned if I talk about that. I'll be the next Tate of Japan, like whoever else is like that. Shadow banned for talking about how to create a family. Okay, so look at so these are new with the icon U. So we're straight into it. Soundraw. So this website's awesome. These are small companies, 1 to 10 people. AI music generator for creators. Yep, there you go. There's AI. Yeah, I don't know. All these companies are probably going to get probably have great investments. Whether these AI companies are legit or not, honestly, I think we shouldn't worry about that. We just worry about how much can I get, what can I learn, because we don't know how long these small companies or these AI related companies will last. But look at that salary. They got big bucks. Stop searching for the song you need. Create it. Royalty-free music, AI generated for you. What the? Normie music. Okay, this is an American company then. An American company in Japan? You don't have to speak English. You don't have to speak Japanese. Most things shared there is garbage, but still nice to have your profile update if you got some experience. You get message of opportunities. I don't know Japan though. Got my last job this way. Yeah, you're right. So the only reason, honestly, that I use LinkedIn is to get that connection with professionals, right? I don't share my Facebook because that's more like family and just family connections. But you're right. It's good to keep that LinkedIn page up just in case. But you know what's funny? Like when you go on LinkedIn, everyone's an expert of everything. That's the part I thought was quite interesting. They have like a Vue.js, Python, lawyer, janitor, like everything in one. So you can kind of, everyone just looks like a bot. But you're right. Japan though, Japan doesn't do, Japanese are starting to use LinkedIn, but not as much as the West does, Western countries or like European countries. Or so AI generated company, AI music generated. The location doesn't matter. So this is, wait. For remote, but offline time together is essential to stay happy and motivated. So they hold optional get together regularly, a team retreat every few months, a weekly happy hour at WeWork, monthly hands-on. Yeah, that's I think this is good, this kind of stuff. I think it's healthy to not stay in your room all day. You become like a hikikomori and just stay in your room. 15-20 days paid vacation per year. That's pretty good. This is an American company with an office in Tokyo. But look, okay, let's look at the tech stack. Ruby on Rails, Laters, JavaScript, Vue, okay, TypeScript, databases, yeah, everyone, to Redis, okay, Python. Your typical generic, not generic, I wouldn't say generic, but your soy dev stack, everything here. And they hire foreigners you don't need, Japanese. But look at that income. That's 100K, we can't say 100K USD because yen's so weak. But imagine you're getting, like, let's say Japan, 8 million yen is pretty much like 100K or something. So you're getting way above, you're getting paid more than CEOs of normal IT companies working here. Front end focused, that's a really good pay. So if you're a noob, don't even look at this website. Where's the where are these guys located? In Shibuya, the capital's intense, the CEO. So look, you got the CEO's name here. Then you look him up on LinkedIn and you become his friend. That's what I'll do. I don't have LinkedIn on, this is a guest profile. So if you honestly have great skills, I'll just say add this guy in your LinkedIn and just let's go, hey buddy. He's all in the news and everything. Is that it? $25 million Series B funding. Jeez. AI music. So yeah, AI music generators in Japan, and they pay big bucks. That's how you, I'll say, Halil, do you know how do you get the waifu? This is how you get the waifu, bro. 10 million or 16 million yen per year. Okay, next company. I'll try to put a time limit. Oh, so this one here, I have to add it into the as Dev Japan. Japan Dev gives a breakdown on how much income is or salary. I'll put it in later. Wait, I want to save the name in my own text file. Soundraw. My own little list. Okay, Soundraw done. Next one, Code Crystals. This is a boot camp. I've seen it. Silicon Valley style. Oh yeah, Silicon Valley. Big bucks. Not really big bucks. Kind of okay. Better than most Japanese IT companies. 7, 8, 9 million yen. It's a boot camp. It's a boot camp in Tokyo. It's a boot camp in Tokyo where it's probably a lot of foreigners and you can speak English. Changing the way Asia trains software engineers by creating software engineering leaders, empowering women in tech careers, building an inclusive, innovative community. Sounds the same as every other. I don't know. I'm not being like rude or anything, but so code crystals. 11 to 50 employees. Let's have a look at this company. It's a diverse company, diverse students. I want to be an engineer, software. I want to live and work in Japan. How much is this course? Foundation is like $1,000, $1,500. So the immersive course is like at least $10,000 US. I don't know about inflation and how low the yen is, but so that's your 12 weeks course. All these courses are so similar with the price and the how long. But you know, like this guy went to Google after it. That's crazy. This must be a really smart guy. For 3 months, and you go to Google. I'm not saying it's lies, but I'm just saying. So I'm guessing if you work here, you'll be a teacher. Is that what you'll be doing? For individuals with coding bootcamp classes to make enterprise, our team raised, okay. It's to support their platform. It's not a teacher's job. But Code Crystals seems okay. Yeah, look, Google, Sony, next. Susten. Susten. Okay, once you go website and you see this, what do they do? Asset management, fintech startup, big bucks. Normal, not bad. 6 million to 8 million. A Japanese company would usually give like 5 or 6 million for a, let's say 5 or 7 year engineer in general. But this company gives quite a bit. A little bit more. 11 to 50 employees. But one real quick tip, guys. You can't rely on these numbers because you don't know. There's no real legal way to know how many employees there are in a company. Every company I've worked with or talked to, what do you call it? When they not lie, but they boost up their employees number. So if it's they only have like 120 employees, they would say, oh yeah, but we also have freelancers working with us, like 30 or 40. And then they go, oh, we've got 200 workers. So you can't really tell all the time if that's really is how many workers there are. It's asset management, fintech asset management. 10 days per paid leave, 6 months after joining the company. A lot of Japanese companies do 10 days paid leave as the initial. Then as you stay longer, like every year you stay, you get more days per year. But of course, many Japanese do not take this paid leave that I know of. Of course, people do, but it's that there is a culture of not taking the paid leaves. Anyway, new tech. Okay, interesting. Let's have a look. It's all in Japanese. Nice. I'm not going to read it for you guys because my Japanese is terrible. Oh, we always look where the last companies were in Shibuya. Where's this one? This is in Akasaka? No? Toranomon? Yeah, Toranomon Hills. So that's Shibuya area, Tokyo Station, kind of in between. This is a high-end area. This is a high-end area, and there's a lot of what do you call it? Embassies around here. Embassies, and then around as you go here, there's Ginza. This is all the fancy pants area, and you go up here. That's where I go, Tokyo Station. Where I always film there, and you got the palace there. And that's the good part about Japanese companies. You can see the initial, what do you call this? Initial, is it assets? I think it means initial assets. Initial like capital? Yeah, capital, sorry, yeah. Shihonki, capital, so the capitals, what's the, Ichioku, I don't know how much, is that $1 million at least? And like, so you can see here the, where is it? The CEO of the company. Somewhere. Oh, there you go. There are all the people. Or they even have their own GitHubs. So just add these guys to your LinkedIn. You never know. Go follow their GitHub accounts. Soymusk. Soy. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't see why we have to use recruiters so much. Everyone's there. You just have to find your own way. Okay, next, the fourth company. Man, this is going to take a long time. But this is research. AIRVISA. Okay, this is cloud-based software service that reduces time and effort needed for visa administration and processing for foreign workers in Japan. The SaaS service allows companies to comply with the law and help foreign nationals process their visa completely online. Okay. So from okay to pretty decent, really good income. Full stack engineer. And if you apply, I think they just give you you need fluent Japanese skills. At least they tell you. Fluent Japanese skills. Wait, I've got to turn off this. This aircon's got to be turned off. Just a sec. do it faster, make us stronger. Awesome. Hire foreigners, but you have to speak Japanese fluently. And this is the service. Minority. Five values. So many values. AIRVISA. It's okay, I suppose, but you have to speak fluent Japanese. So, might as well try a different company. Most people. Next. Okay, this one's, this company is cool. I've met with the, not the CTO. What do you call someone like the CTO, but not quite CTO? So KabukStyle is a company that is, they have like a subscription or fee for digital nomads or nomad-like workers. They call it, well, they call it a travel fintech company. Where does the fintech company come? Okay, but anyway, I met the CTO kind of guy and the CEO. So you basically have like points or monthly subscriptions, and you can stay inside their hotels. Most of it is used originally by backpackers like myself. But I don't understand why this is so tech-like on the front page. Okay, let's just look at the service. Yeah, this is the one that I've used before, Home Away from Home. I haven't used it, but they have backpackers around Japan, and it's aimed at IT workers. That's how they started. And there's the two. I've been to this one. So if you ever backpack in Fukuoka and you use a computer, this place is awesome. Same as Nagasaki. Stayed there a few times. That was their original service. And then they made this kind of monthly subscription, and you can stay in any location. It started off cheap, but I think it gradually had to increase its price. Cool, man, Diego. This company is pretty cool, Diego. Look, there's a few cool companies, but I mean, you just don't have to always go through a recruiter. You can find your way. Try and connect with a guy, but this company is pretty good. We contribute to SDG. Yeah, that's the part I don't get. This SDG part. How does a travel company, sustainable development goals, right? How does a company like this contribute? The best way to contribute to it as a travel company is to tell people stay home or don't travel. So here we go. This is the part. Look, here you can't really see all the workers, right? I think they have a Tokyo office. When you go to they have all the managers here. So just look at all these guys. You got to find the right guy who's just like a CTO. I was going to tell you how the meeting went with this company, because I was about to. Yeah, it's kind of strange, the SDG thing. Because have you seen a SDG badge? Like, this stuff is all over Tokyo with salarymen. I don't get it. Like, I mean, I get it, but I just, the irony of a businessman with this on his suit, working in Tokyo. with massive industries, I think it's a little ironic. But it's a big thing in Japan. So look, I'm not saying it's like, all I'm saying as well is that if you can make a service that promotes this or something, even if you don't believe it, there's a lot of money there. You become a SDG specialist. So if you can connect with any of these guys and just say, oh, can I talk to the CTO or something, or this guy here. He also has a Twitter. Yeah, it's a virtual signal, Dopo. You know the funny thing about, okay, I'm going off a tangent here, but you know the funny thing about SGD, well, SDG? What is it called? No, SSDG. The funny thing about SDG is this. Where's the English website? Damn it. I could just go here and. Oh, it's UNICEF, is it? SDG. Damn it, give me the English. The funniest thing about this, it's not very funny, but I want to make a whole video about this, but okay, I'm not laughing at like any of this as actually, these are proper issues like poverty and hunger. But when I look at like these guys don't speak anything else but Japanese, and they're probably really rich, and they wear these badges around Tokyo, and they live in expensive buildings. They have like whatever 3 cars. They travel all the time. They are the most what do you call it? The CO2 whatever. They're the biggest. But the funniest thing about this as well is one is the gender equality, because no company that's large in Japan is really doing that. But the other one is like, where is it? Where is this? The one about like, geez, I can't find it. Inclusive societies, right? Like this kind of inclusive stuff. It's a joke. All this is a joke. Inequalities of the, like, he wears a badge and he has like the suit and he's like this. Yeah, the biggest carbon footprint are city wagey bosses. It's just crazy. I don't know. And he's like this, consumption and production. They consume so much. And if not them, their children. It's just so funny. I'm not against like people buying stuff, but just that the level of irony of wealthy people in Tokyo with suits promoting any of this is just a joke. Anyway, I'll finish. I'll better continue on looking at these companies. So anyway, this KabukStyle, great company. That's what, as far as I know. You never know until you go into they even have their own. And then they also have, so whenever you, here's a quick tip, whenever you see it in Japan Dev, they probably have it in Wantedly, which is how I connected with KabukStyle. I think, which guy was it? Is he still here? Probably not, maybe he quit. But if you have a account on Wantedly, you can talk directly with one of the team members. So you don't, I'm just using this website as a reference, but yeah, you can have a lot of success just using Wantedly. So please guys, if you're looking for good jobs, and whether you speak Japanese well or not, just have a look. You got to be careful, but still, you've just got to have a look. That's the CEO. He's cool. I mean, he was nice and friendly. But I'll let, he's never going to watch this, but it was funny. I went on the meeting with them, and he made me watch a Steve Jobs video clip. Like what the, right? It was like one of those things about limitless dreaming or something. I mean, it was nice. I get it. He was trying to tell me that this is like some of the, but you know, putting that video up I was just like, oh, okay. Yep. Steve Jobs. Cool, man. I'm inspired. Might as well put like a Bruce Lee video up and go, like, I'll be way more inspired. Like, oh yeah. Anyway, this KabukStyle, good. A lot of English speakers there. Next. Next company. Betrust. And also, right, just because the jobs, there's only one job, doesn't mean there's only one job available in the company. Always just talk to someone, you'll find out. Most jobs are not online. And even if there isn't a job, if you're that good, or that if they, let's say, if they like you, they'll make a job for you. Okay, Betrust. Builds software to help employees collaborate with each other inside large organizations. Their vision is to create a world where everyone can realize their potential. My potential? Wow. My potential. Oh man. To visualize people's experience and strengths, create an environment where people can freely connect, collaborate. So it's like an inside company tool to help communication. No income there. There's no. So that's a. Okay, give me a second about this one. Hires foreigners, B2B, in-house. That's good though. You want an in-house product. I would prefer a company with an in-house product. Okay, recent company, still private. Let's have a look at the company. So the reason they probably don't have a number there. Oh, hey, another one. Apply from Japan only. So there's a lot of the stuff, guys. So that's why I say to some of you who have skills, even if you can't find a job that pays over this, like let's say you only get 6 million, just do that for a year. Yeah, let's flip cars. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. I wish I could. I wish I could flip old car. Like if I actually knew what I was doing, I think that'd be cool to flip classic Japanese cars. That'd be fun. But every soy dev wants a Tesla with an iPad. It's strange. Okay, so no Japanese, business level English, medium level or above experience. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, beautiful. Oh, it looks like Figma. Is it Figma design? Looks like Figma or something. I'm trying to read this one properly. Saiteka sareta kankyo? Anyway, my Japanese is dumb. I don't know why, but every time I see like these kind of images, that stock images, I just think yeah, you know, or whatever. Okay, all the nice companies they work with. This is a decent company. Always look at this, guys. When you before you apply to a company, check out not this part. Oh, the CEO's there. Oh, that's nice. But the problem here is they have all the like these stock images and then they have a real image. So I'm kind of confused. Yeah, proper. Here we go. That's the team. That's nice. It's a collaborating tool for companies. And there's foreigners. See? Evidence. They are near Tokyo Station, Kanda, Akihabara, Kanda Station. That's where I always do my videos. And then Kanda Station, then Akihabara, the otaku town. So there you go. Just get this guy on LinkedIn. I'm serious. I'm serious when I say just look up the people and just email them or message them if you're that interested. What part isn't? Oh, so just have a look at. Sorry, yeah. You want to look at. Oh, where is it? Kaisha Gayo, Kaisha Joho. You just want to look at. Not always, but with this case, they look legit. They should show like who's the board members, things like this. It doesn't have it. Usually Kaisha Joho shows who's the board member, who the CEO is, and what's their initial investments. And the reason you just want to look at that is from my experience, the least, like this is just two of the main what do you call it, like not board members, but the leading. I'm not good at business talk. Yeah, you just want to check who are the main guys. If there's like 5 or some of them have like 8 guys, it's just like, oh, what a mess. This you don't know who's in charge. It's just a company made for. It's like one of those. I have to get an example of it. But at least you know that this guy's the CEO. He's driving the company, and this guy is his second-hand man or something. That's all I'm just trying to say. And then how much was their capital? If they have a high capital, they probably got heavily invested, which means you're not going to get fired so quickly. If because these are startups, right? If shit hits the fan, it'll take a while, and you don't want to be in a situation when you come to Japan or you work in a company. 6 months later, you're fired or the company goes belly up. Okay, so yeah, this is a cool company. Too much words. There you go. Backend Nest.js. A lot of people talking about Nest.js lately in Prisma. Prisma's been around for a bit, but Nest.js is kind of new to me. Of course, React. To be honest, all you need is that. All the stuff you can probably learn on the way. I mean, you probably just need that. So salary is from 7 million yen. It's a decent salary. I heard a few times that Japanese society never really accept foreigners and you will forever just be an outsider. Do you agree with that from your experience? And if so, how did that feel? Yeah, so it's correct based on, like, I mean, the population is like 90 something Japanese, right? Of bloodline of Jomon and Yayoi bloodline. And if you look at the history of Japan, it's always blocking off foreign invaders or Christians, or it's been like that for thousands, at least 1,000 years. So I never came to Japan thinking that they were going to accept me. I just thought, I'm a tourist and I'll be a tourist forever. But I'll just enjoy my life, and I'll just leave people alone as much as possible. I will enjoy my life, and of course Japanese will be nice to you. Like, it's not, you don't just come here and everyone starts shaking your hand and wanting to be your friend. Of course not. Like, no country really is like that. But you will be an outsider forever. It's so I never had the expectation to be accepted. And the other one else, Mario, is I'm half white and half Samoan, raised in New Zealand. New Zealand was originally of Māori people. So, and then the white people took over England. There is that problem too, that I wasn't even accepted. I wasn't really accepted in my own country for being not the same a certain type of race. It's not mean I don't mean that. Let's just call it identity. I don't know where you're from, Mario, but there's identity in many countries. In Japan, you have an identity of being Japanese. So, kind of answers your question, I think. But I don't think anyone coming here to wanting to be accepted, it's I don't know how to answer that, because I don't think that's it's going to go well. Unless you're Brad Pitt, then everyone's going to accept you, and right into their house. And then, okay, for a company 50 to 100 employees, is it okay to message CTO and CEO directly if you're interested in a position there? Or is it better to message senior devs at the company? This is interesting. You'd think at a company of 50 to 100, because look, these CEOs, these CTOs and CEOs don't have time, right? So if you can directly message a CTO, if you can message a CTO or CEO, you don't have to like ask them to read your stuff, but just leave your details there and say like say something honest. Don't just make a copy and paste message and go, I really like this. Keep it so simple that he or she can go, okay, this guy's worth a minute to talk to a project manager. I'll give them email to a project manager. If you can't find a project manager of the company, then you give it to as anyone you can. And then if the thing is as well, that's what recruiters do. They just find anyone in companies, right? This is business. This is just business, and you are your own business. I think. I don't know. Who cares? Just message whoever you want. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I wasn't expecting constant handshakes. Oh yeah, sorry. That was my over-exaggeration of that idea. Very nice experience as a tourist. Okay, yeah. So that's the thing, right, Mario? There's a difference of going on a holiday and living with many countries is totally different. So it's really up to you if you want to take that dive. Just get ready to get your butthole ready, if you know what I mean, because some things are brutal here, but it's still, I mean, everyone I know loves it here. There are many foreigners in Slovenia. There's many foreigners from ex-Yugoslavia here, and they kind of integrated, but still there's always some minor stigmatization. Yeah, that's true. And that's I think you probably know more of this feeling, as much as I kind of explained in New Zealand, how you have like an original group of people and invaded people who took over and control the country for at least 100 years and create a society. And then you have workers from Pacific Islands being mass immigrated by government for cheap labor. It's something happens, right? And I'm not saying like I'm not against any group of people, but it's just the way that countries are, right? I would love to go to Slovenia. That looks cool. Okay, so sorry, Beatrust. Add that to the list. Decent, awesome company. I don't know why. I just like the CEO. Looks really cool. Just from an image, isn't it funny? You just look at an image and go, I like that guy. Don't even know. Carnot. Carnot the AI. Is it AI? Carnot, software startup that leverages the power of large language models to dramatically increase human productivity. What the? How do you do that? Founded in 2022, innovative solutions are designed to seamlessly integrate with everyday tasks, unlocking the full potential of, wow, this is word salad. This is the word salad and spaghetti. Aiming to reach global market, okay. International diverse team. You got to get a diverse team by combining their team members. Well, okay. Well, let's just see what you guys do. Perpetual motion machine. This is impossible, isn't it? It's an AI company. Bro, don't make me read Japanese on my stream. Embarrass myself. Okay, here we go. It's an AI company. They have a service, but I think this doesn't work. When I click it, they do consulting, they do development. It's an AI, I mean, I'm not dissing it, but it's an AI. It's a development company that integrates AI into. None of these buttons work. This one works. Okay, well, this is this design is based off, what do you call it? Notion, right? So yeah, they need data scientists. The man looks like, he looks legit. Like he's from, who's that lady that sold Kathy what's her name? Oh fuck, I forgot her name. The Kathy lady. Okay, so these are AI company. Let's just call it an AI company. Founding engineer. Apply from anywhere, sponsor visa, no Japanese. Hey guys, if you can code, I think it is sick. If you can code, and you don't have to speak. It's a great company then, great opportunity. AI company. Let's just call it an AI company. Carnot. Okay, I've got to read these chats. Just a second. Does graduation have a chance? Does graduate have a chance? Oh, for this company, no. No. Very small chance. I'll be honest. These jobs are not for new graduates. Look, even says here. 3 years of experience building complex systems quickly. So like, yeah, over 3 years. You get equity in the company. How much is the company worth? Where's it? I mean, whatever, right? But salary is quite okay. The first hire, seed stage. The interesting thing about this, guys, is AI companies are getting heavily invested in right now, right? Everyone with a buck is investing in these companies. So I'm not saying it's you don't have to believe in AI to do well here. Higher education. Computer science degree, I don't have one. Whoops. This is okay, so you got TypeScript, React Vue, Fluxgate, Django. And they also give the interview screening process. So yeah, bro, if you're a graduate, you have no chance. And I'll be honest, I'll save you from your time, from wasting your time. But you should still connect and hassle as many people as you can. You have to hassle every single company and every single CTO to hire you until you get hired. Honestly, don't be a doomer. So I have to give you positive. Is it possible to get in? Okay, so Rama Shun official. Is it possible to get an IT job in Japan with ITPEC certificate? I'm learning full stack, but I don't have any degree. Should I try ITPEC? Okay, so Ramashin official. This will depend on a few things. So the ITPEC certificate is probably the easiest, cheapest way. You don't have to spend money. I think you just have to go to, okay, you have to go money. You have to make you have to spend money to go to like the Philippines, or I think in some Southeast Asian countries they also do the test. But if you don't have money and you don't have time to go to do a 3 or 4 year degree in your country, then just do the ITPC certificate. So you learn your full stack, so you actually have something in your portfolio, and you get your ITPC certificate, and then you start applying for companies. And try and get experience within your country. I don't know where you live. So that's the important part too. Because just because you have the certificate doesn't mean someone will hire you. And then of course, which I have a video on my, okay, I gotta show you my other live, which is, you have to watch this one here is, is my live about decision, the decision tree. Is this live here? It's in my live videos. It's called Decision Tree Work IT Japan. You can have a check. It also has the decision tree in Figma. And then you can go through yourself based on this video. Oh, you don't have to look at this video, but I go through it and explain different types of NPCs who want to work and live in Japan. And so that's it, more or less. And there are some parts which people have told me are wrong, or so it's important. If you see anything wrong or you have a question, just go to my Discord and just put it in like any one of the chats and go, hey bro, this is wrong, or this is dumb. Or you go, hey bro, this is not diverse enough. You know, whatever. So I hope that helps you. Founding engineer though, that's awesome. That's a great opportunity for someone out there willing to put in the hard work. And okay, so I got some more chats. Do you think it's okay to message as many people as you find on LinkedIn for a specific startup or you're interested, or better to just focus on the biggest guy you can find? Okay, so Dopal, I don't know if you're in Japan or not. That's the other part. So if you just need to come to Japan, just because you're never going to find the biggest guy. The biggest guy is, it's like, imagine you're trying to, okay, this is a bad analogy. You're trying to find a girlfriend and you find a great girlfriend. But then you go, oh, but there's like these other chicks that are like, oh man, you know, you see what I mean? Like you have no job still. You have no job. So if you just need to come here, just get something. Once you're here, you can start fishing for something bigger and better. But even if you don't message, even if you message and they don't reply, and they still have you, you can go back and message them 3 years from now and go, hey, remember me? Oh yeah, I know, sorry to hassle you again. I've been working my ass off. I don't say like that, but I worked my ass off for 3 years and I really like your company. I'd love to have a chat. Just that's how you got to do. You got to slide back into the DMs. Sounds needy, but that's what sales do, man. That's just word salad for ChatGPT. Yeah, it is word salad for ChatGPT. There's a lot of word salad stuff around companies, right? Just so much word salad. And it's like LinkedIn as well. It's just people with word salads. People write essays on LinkedIn. I don't get it. Well, they write not essays, but so much text in it. I never read any of it. Rakuten, great company. Yeah, it's a company. LinkedIn's a company. That's all I'm going to say. I know people who have worked here, and I've also was approached by, I was given the opportunity to work here as a freelance, but I didn't, yeah. Nah, and also like Rakuten headquarters is mostly, Rakuten headquarters is kind of lame area. How do you map? Uh, I know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, sorry. I know link. I know. Sorry, key. I know Linux. Okay, well, I'm trying to find Rakuten. Rakuten's around here. Isn't it here? Rakuten headquarters is like around here. Sorry, key. I know Linux, Docker, and Kubernetes, and just little scripting. No experience to show, but can get CKA. What's CKA? No job for me. Yeah, when I start seeing stuff like Linux, Docker, and Kubernetes, I'm just getting a feeling it's like infrastructure engineer or something, or you can go into DevOps. But with like no experience to show, no one would hire. You have to show. You have to make your own experience. Make your own experience. Make it. Make your own product. Make your own service. It sounds like a lot of work, but you spend 1 year doing that, people will hire you. Do the Twitter as well. Do the GitHub. You know, you make a YouTube channel. You just do whatever you can. I'm in Japan looking to transition from teaching to web dev. Okay, cool, man. Well, if you're, I'm in Japan looking to transition. If you're teaching, you're probably teaching English. You have native English. You probably have some Japanese already, and you have no problem. You already live in Japan and you understand the culture. You have a head start than most people. You just need to get some skills and then brush up your Japanese. You can become a bridge system engineer, a project manager. You don't have to become a web developer. Your income you'll get the amount of time you learn to code well, and instead of that, because you're already an English teacher, you have probably better than your average communication. So to get a good income, probably better to go to the project manager side. I'm in Japan looking. Okay, these comments have such a long delay. Yeah, I don't know how to, because look, I'm just using OBS. So how can I show? I'm using OBS like this, right? I don't know how to make this. And then this is just the stream. So I don't know if anyone can give me advice, the best way to optimize this flow to make it faster. I have applied so Rakuten, I don't have to really say much about it. It's kind of, Rakuten is Rakuten. But for some of you guys, Rakuten might hire junior devs. I won't be surprised. But I think I wouldn't like to work at Rakuten. Even if they could pay me a lot more, which they probably can't. Givery provides the missing link to help clients scout, hire, and train world-class engineers. They are profitable, privately owned, and headquartered in Tokyo, Japan. So is it like a, what do you call it, for recruiters and stuff? Wow, that's too fast, bro. Couldn't read it. The more chat GPT, word salad. Here we go, service. It's just like a hiring platform. And too much, like everywhere you go, DX this, DX. DX is just digital trend. Digital transformation is just making software. I'm not against, like, I'm not trying to diss these guys or anything, but just seeing DX, it's just an overused word. It just feels like they should say, you want an app? You want help you make a service? You want me to help you make some system fast or easier for you? Well, that's the layman. That's my normie way of thinking. But DX is overdone. Yeah, it's like some type of recruiting service for HR. Nice beard. Very good. Look at those companies. So yeah, it's okay, I suppose. Look, 5 to 10 million is not bad. I mean, 10 million is awesome. 5 million is what you'll get in Japan with like at least 3 years experience. You can probably get around 5 million. Just English is fine. Visa sponsored. But when we click here, where's the job? We find out if they apply from overseas is possible. Apply from anywhere. That's awesome. I mean, Japan dev's pretty good, guys. What do you think? Just me? Like, I'd rather look at this than look at LinkedIn. I've applied to this company, but I failed in the coding challenge. Yeah, Finn, I know how that feels. The funny thing, Finn, I failed to work with a company. I tried to work with a company, and then there was this, I don't know if to say, I'm not going to say, but they did a coding test, and I was like, whatever about it, okay. I didn't know they were doing a coding test, and I had to explain big O notation. I just said, oh, okay, I'm not going to, sorry, I can't explain it well. Like, I'll just trip over myself. So what happens? And then because they didn't decline, but they said nothing. It opened up. I just messaged someone I knew because I knew them a few years ago. I go, oh, is your company still around? I'm looking for something. Then that guy goes, oh, cool, man. Yeah, I already know you, so don't worry. There's no like coding test. And that company offered more than what the last company was trying to give me. Right, so that's it happens, man. Failing coding changes, coding tests. Everyone's acting like a Fortune 500 company. It's kind of annoying because like they're not going to pay you 100K plus, but they do test it. They do test. Oh, not all of them, but you know, some of them. They do test as if they are Spotify, but it's just a company of 20 people or something. Strange. Okay, you mean make my own brand? Thank you. Yes. No one can take that away, your brand away from you. Senior or above, minimum experience. Okay, sorry, senior UI UX designer. Five years professional experience. Portfolio. Shibuya office in Tokyo. Shibuya is the hot place, guys. That's where everything's happening these days. When you go to, where are we going? So now there's an office here. This where is it? Shibuya, not Shibuya Sky. This area here, there's Hikari and I think called Scramble. But like so many startups are just in this area now, in Shibuya. Personally, Shibuya is not my place. I don't like it. I'm too old. But Shibuya is the place to be now for IT companies. Givery. Damn, this list is going really slow. Free is a platform for freelancers to manage their freelance things that freelancers have to manage. And yeah, I think this, you need to speak Japanese for this. Let's see, pretty sure. Global software engineer, what does that even mean? Yes, cancel. Yeah, free, you need, Free's a pretty decent company, but you just need Japanese to work here. It's in Shinagawa-ku, near Shinagawa. And comes from OK to really OK. But you need Japanese, you need to be fluent in Japanese, so most people know. Anyway, I have to add it to the list. Well, this is not even, I'm only at company number 10. Only up to company number 10. It's a lot of work. Needed intervention to Yes, in Japan, many companies still use Ruby on Rails. Ruby on Rails was, I think, of course it was big in Western, like Silicon Valley and all those areas, but I think a lot of Japanese companies still use Ruby on Rails. I don't know about European companies, but what I'm seeing a lot these days is just Node.js, Express, but like the last 2 years or so was a lot of Nest.js. And I'm thinking that's because it's kind of scaffolds the server side for you. I haven't tried it yet. That's what my impression is. Something like Ruby on Rails, scaffolding everything. This is I wouldn't say what it is. SIVA. Is this a fintech? Yo, what's up, Philip? Bro, I'm nearly at 1,000. I gotta go. Still got 70 more subs. Gotta keep grinding. Just showing companies. Okay, so SIVA is a digital marketing company. Hey guys, if you don't know, Philip has his own YouTube channel. He's actually trying to make his own startup. How do I do? He actually has his own startup.
Raised $150,000 from a VC.
This guy's the man. Why? Because he was working at a decent company, but left it to pursue his own startup idea. And he's already got investments for it. So if you want to know about like startups in Japan from an actual guy doing it, this is the guy to watch. He gives also good advice and his opinions on things. So if you want to see the real deal, an actual guy trying, a foreign guy trying, this guy's doing it. He's doing the real thing. Oh man, I've got to shout you out because I think what you're doing is awesome. Just over the 1K subs. So anyway, you guys have a look at him, and he has LinkedIn and Instagram. But yeah, that's the real hustle right there. Anyway, well, let's go back to looking at these companies. SIVA Inc. Be and continue to be the most essential to people. Don't know what that means. How about Java? No worries, Philip. Finn, how about Java? It seems that most traditional Japanese companies are still using Java on server side. Yeah, you're right, Finn. A lot of Japanese companies are still using. I wouldn't say like a negative thing. I think Java is awesome. The only reason I don't recommend most foreigners is because like you said, like the traditional companies are still using Java. So in most of these companies, you have to speak Japanese at a pretty good level. And not only that, you'll be on that culture of. But some people like that traditional Japanese style company culture. But yeah, it's still big. I don't think Java's going to go anywhere. That's just my opinion about it. So this is a marketing tool, a company that uses that company that has a marketing tool. Is that Tokyo? Yeah, that's Tokyo. I think their company's in Tokyo. Kaisha Gayo. What do you mean still? What is used instead of Java? So this is just my kate kyoshi. The reason I say still is because it's not that they shouldn't or they should, but it just a lot of startups is jumping to Python or like Django, Node.js, or PHP, right? I'm guessing Java's the OG. And a lot of systems, a lot of companies, a lot of traditional companies still have systems that are written in Java. So not that they should jump to Node or Python. Like that's not, I don't think that's the way I look at it. But maybe that saying still would mean that it's not good enough for legacy, which I don't. Java's awesome. I just don't want to write it. I mean, awesome for jobs in Japan. Okay, so anyway, this place is, yeah, I'm so good at Tokyo Station, right? Oh man, I'm so proud of how much I'm used to Tokyo. Yeah, you're right, Mario Kotlin. Yep. So when I say Java, I don't mean Android application. I'm talking Java web server, right? But still, Android's all Java, right? Or Java frameworks. So anyway, I saw the video just before of, where is it? Of this company. There was like a video. And I'm so proud that I could guess that from a small video. I knew it was in Tokyo. Near Tokyo Station. Yep. And I think there's this building. I'm just flexing. Montbao. That's why I remember that building has a clothing shop at the bottom. And then there's a New Zealand restaurant around here, I think. Yeah, I've walked all around Tokyo Station, guys. So if you are Tokyo Station, Ginza not so much. It's not my thing, but Tokyo Station is my place. And then Yurakucho, this side. And then a little bit down to Shinbashi. But this is the hanky-panky area, especially, oh wait, there. This is the nasty area. This is where all the rich tourists buy Gucci. This is the drinking area for normies like me. German restaurants and craft beers. These are this whole street here is for rich people. Like Ginza is rich, but I think this is where, because the palace is right here. Yeah, nice shopping here and drinking all around there. Anyway. SIVA seems good. The guy seems young. Team seems, yeah, there you go, guys. Message this guy, ask him, you're a designer, how can I join this company? Who else can you message? There's a Twitter. He looks like Elon Musk a bit. bit like Elon Musk. There you go. You want to help this company out? Just message them. This guy's got a really cool professional photo. He's like doing this kind of thing like that. Good on him. Okay, SIVA. Oh yeah, check out this PDF if you want to see the income in Japan. This is Japan Dev's PDF. I probably shouldn't share it because you have to sign up to get this, but they explain all about income. I'm not going to explain it. It's a new grad aim. Okay, so this is the thing about. Okay, I'm not going to diss Japan Dev. I think he's still new to Japan. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Okay. Salary range for each level. Please note, I'm saying these overall average score across companies in Japan. All companies in Japan. They're what I feel English-speaking developers skills. Okay, so this is based on English-speaking developer skills of average skills. New graduate developers in Japan for English-speaking companies. Yo, Abir, I can't say your name properly, sorry, but Abir, is that how you say it? Abir Hanzari. Yo, so new grad with zero experience with these English-speaking companies is 4 million to 6 million per year. I don't know about that. Top paying companies like Indeed pay more than 10 million, but that's an exception. Okay, so this is where it gets juicy. The less a company pays below 4 million Japanese yen, the more likely it's dreaded black company. So if you search, you can't find an offer for at least that much. I'd work on improving your skills and trade. Okay, look, I'm not gonna that's not a diss on Japan Dev, but if it's below 4 million, that means every month you get Sanju. Wait, actually he's kind of right. If you're getting under Sanju Mang, but look, honestly, if you're a new graduate and you only get like 3 point something, to be honest, because yeah, this is difficult. He is right in some ways. 1 or 2 years, I would look to earn 5 to 7 million yen. For a junior developer? Yeah, these numbers, like, I think he's only looking, I'll be honest, he's only looking at these. Remember this website, if you go to it, it says at the start, top companies. Most people aren't the top, right? Abia says, first time someone struggled to say my name. Yeah, man, I can't, I have no idea where your name comes from. Even if I guess, I'll be way off. But thanks for joining anyway. I like to say people's names because it makes me, it helps you remember. But yeah. Okay, SIVA looks decent. And the range is 5 to 8 million yen. Pretty good. Pretty good. Unlimited vacation? I don't know what that's about. Typical working days, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. A lot of companies are doing this 10 to 6. That's awesome. Housing allowances, Goma. That's crazy. This website's awesome. Way better than LinkedIn. So SIVA, added to the list. Company number 11. think there's like at least a few hundred companies on this. I think I have to speed run. I'm gonna speed run the rest. Heartcore, or speak quick as possible. Tokyo, 51 people or 51. Pretty good income. Only in Japan. You must be in Japan to apply. No Japanese required. Senior or above. Senior web developer. 6 to 12 million yen. Japanese not required. Ruby on Rails for 3+ years. Here you go, guys. Some more Ruby on Rails. Motivated and eager to learn Rust. So you guys use Ruby on Rails and Rust? Wait, deep experience in building complex modern web application would expect a developer to typically take 5 years to pick up this level of experience. Okay, so this is a legit company then. Nice, they have a screening process. Isn't that nice? A lot of them don't. Content management system. So this is a Heartcore as a CMS. Nice to know. I wonder how CMSs will end up being with AI. Like, would everything be scrapped? Making our customers happy. There's the customers. Customers in Japan, 791 plus market share, #1. Okay, nice to know, thanks. Next. But you know, a CMS based on Japan, it's kind of excitement levels not so. I'm not so excited to work on make a CMS, you know. How do I don't know how to say this. Cogent Labs? Cogent? Nice office. I think I sent one of my applications here once. AI documentation. Okay. They have their own service. That's always good to see. Kind of auto inputs. That's awesome. Handwriting into data. That's awesome. Mario says probably AI supported CMS would have an option to pre-fill a bunch of stuff that you still review and confirm things. Yeah. But I mean, like, if everyone's making the same CMS and they're using, I don't know, man, I'm not an expert on AI, but it seems like someone's going to make something like that. N3, will N3 help find a job? Yes, N3 will help you find a job. Please look at, I've got to show you the video. One of the videos I have to recommend, wait, I better put this here. One of the videos on my channel, please watch, is the Bangladesh guy. So the Bangladesh guy, please, you don't have to watch all of it, Finn, but this one here is a Bangladesh guy I interviewed, and he got a job. Oh, this is okay. This is the startup that I just saw. So I was talking to this guy here. Where was I? Where am I here? And he had N3. Okay, he had N3, and he made his own website. He made this coding, how to code Android So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 12 video, 16 videos. Oh, sorry. 12 videos here. And he made these videos, and then he had N3. Then he just applied crazy to Japanese companies, and that's where I met him in at another small company. And now he's, so you can check out all the timestamps and you can find out his story. But it's quite inspiring as a pleb, as a normie, how other normies find their way to a decent job. After he worked at that small IT company that I met him at, after 2 years, I think, not even 2 years, he's working in one of the top Japanese IT companies, speaking only English though. So that's that. So please check that out, Finn. So yes, it does help. Technologically, geez, I'm dumb. Fast-paced AI SaaS company. I think it's because it's that drink. Two jobs there: full stack engineer, back-end platform engineer. Funding Series C. So they're doing decent. Doing very well. Natural language understanding engine. I like this company because they actually have decent products, right? Welcome, Finn. So they actually have decent products, and that's the part which of course I say look at about the company, but also if they have a proper product that works well and it's not some fluff, like they actually say what they do, that's a decent company. Well, I'm just seeing a lot of directors though. That's the part which makes me a bit a lot of hands in the cookie jar. Is it? A lot of geez, so many. Wow, this is this, oh my goodness. So this is the part which I don't understand. There's so many. What does this really mean? I don't know what this means though. Like I understand what each job can more or less do, but when you have a company with so many directors, either way, this company looks awesome. Massive capital. Locations in Roppongi, so after work you can go and enjoy the nightlife of Roppongi. There you go, probably a massive building. Yeah, Sumitomo building, there you go. Oh my goodness, look at that. Imagine you work in that. Look at inside. That's where they're making RoboCop. That's where RoboCop lives. Isn't that awesome? So, Cogent Labs, Cogent, legit. Don't even have the income there. Probably big bucks. Next. I'll be done at 9 p.m. So I've got like 27 minutes left. Yeah, Roppongi. But the thing is, Finn, I don't know Roppongi these days. I only know Roppongi from 7-8 years ago. And there's something about Roppongi which I heard from people, right? There's new development, and there's certain areas in Tokyo where there are new developments, and it's all in front of Tokyo and all around the Toranomon and Roppongi. and of course Shibuya. So there's certain areas where there's heavy development, and of course the new Takanawa Gateway, which is around here. All this area here is like developed, but the Roppongi part, which I've heard from a bunch of older dudes in this area, which I went drinking with, is that the area is being cleaned up. They're cleaning up the area, so you can't get your little, you know, the little things you like to do there. It's probably still there, but the local police and what do you call it, government is trying to make more of these massive buildings and cleaner, safer areas. Not that Roppongi is not safe, it's just that hang around here for a few nights, you know what's gonna, you see what happens. And nothing like dangerous, but you know, sometimes it gets wild. Hello, when it says, this is from Alexander, when it says Japan only, does that mean I need a work visa, or just to be in Japan face-to-face interviews if ever? Alexander, I think that usually means you have to be already working in Japan, or like have a visa. Like, I think that's what they're saying. You need a visa. Currently, either you need a visa. That's how I take it. But of course, if you can be here, it would help a lot because you can meet people, and you know, those impressions, the handshakes are quite important. Maybe they don't handshake. CTW. Oh, this is a gaming company. This one is interesting. HTML5 based platform G123. Free to play browser games based on popular Japanese brands, including anime and manga properties, to global markets. So this company, I think they have a lot of foreigners, and they have a lot of jobs. And oh my, can you see this? Can you see that? 6 million to 33 million. Is this a typo? That is crazy numbers. I have never seen on this website an openly stating 33 million. Like, how does that even? That's 300K. That's FANG money. How did these guys get FANG money? Okay, so it's like tablets. So whenever someone says like HTML5, I always think they're in the browser, but it seems like it's also on the phone. It's just in like a web view. That's what I'm guessing now. So yeah, if they can do web view based games on smartphones, then yeah, I can see them making big money with these like clickbait games out. I don't play these smartphone games, but a lot of people do. Yeah, this kind of stuff. When players open the URL, they can try any game within seconds. Okay, let me try. Is it a service? 今すぐ楽しむ. Oh, these kind of trash. Oh my. I mean, not trash as in for the company's trash, but this waifu stuff. Sorry guys, I'm not into this. I'm sure they make, oh my, titties and everything. What the? Imagine you look at this every day. I know some of you like this stuff, but it's just not, like, this is not. I like RPGs, but all this kind of like anime, like titty stuff. Come on, man. But yeah, these guys must have massive profits then, I'm guessing. I think it's a Chinese guy that owns it. Oh no. Okay, no, also, is that Tong? What's that country? Roppongi. This is in Roppongi. Oh, the Japanese owners. It's platform, game platform. Yeah, there's a lot of some Chinese, Japanese guys. But yeah, if you love games, man, this is the company. If you love to make waifu games. Okay, are you in Tokyo or Okinawa now? I don't know where I am now. Damn, I'm tired. I think it's because of this, the weather as well. I'm in Tokyo. Back in Tokyo. Alexander, not now, but if I visit Tokyo every year, so maybe I can use that time to meet with people. Abir, Lamau, Abir, don't play those games. I know if you play those games, please don't play those games. It's bad for you. So Alexander, not now, but I'll try to visit Tokyo every year. So maybe I can use that time to meet with people. I'd say, Alexander, is to make connections before you come. And then when you come here, you can either meet them or try to just catch up. And you don't have to meet a lot of people. You don't have to know a lot of people. Because to sponsor someone is pretty easy. Just give a... When I talk to a company like kind of, what do you call it? Like HR, top HR of whatever company. He's been doing it forever. He said the sponsoring a person from overseas is pretty easy. It's not something like the paperwork is pretty easy. It just takes a month or two or so to get the process running. Sorry. CTW. Gaming company. They make waifu games. I got, so Abia says, I got bombarded with ads from these games. Yeah, man, I just, and some of them are just absolute clickbait of games. Everyone's a beta, click beta. I don't have a PlayStation 5, but I would like to play Final Fantasy 16. It looks like a decent game. The last, Final Fantasy, I think the last decent Final Fantasy was 12? 12 was okay. But 12 was way better than any other Final Fantasy after that. And 12's not even of my favorite list. Anyway, no time to play games. About O. What's O? Or Zero? What is Zero O? As an art technology studio based in the US and Japan, O's mission is to amplify creativity through our daily digital Yeah, these kind of, I don't know what technology, art technology. Building interfaces that enable new realizations and artistic discoveries through the process of collaborating with the vision. What the hell does this even mean? Let's have a look. Oh, cool. This is fun. I like this kind of RPG type text. A new personal knowledge collection and multiplayer world for all creators. Okay, I'm liking. Whoa. Bro. What the? It's a gaming company? Minami Azabu, like near Roppongi, the next station. Interesting. I don't know what you guys do though. New personal knowledge creation multiplayer world for all. See, I can't even, you can't copy the text. Gaming? Is it gaming? I'm confused. It's a notion. So yeah, O is a company. So it's a game company, I think, gaming. It's quite confusing sometimes. Companies don't, maybe they just have to have something like gaming company. No Japanese needed. 80% members are foreign nationals. Pretty cool. Games. The old text just gave me a stroke. Yeah, it gave me something. It gave me something. A RESTAR. Oh, I've seen this. There's a guy on YouTube who like interviews RESTAR. It's before I look, it's real estate, for real estate management. Yep, real estate. They're trying to disrupt the real estate industry, which, by the way, is so BS. Real estate in Japan is just a load of horse doo-doo. And I think I watched the video of this company, and when the guy tried to make this company, a lot of people were against them because a lot of boomers run their real estate system in Japan, and they love the old way of everything. There's a lot of middlemen. There's a lot of money being taken by them in the middle. So when you rent any kind of apartment, you're paying 4 to 5 times the 1 month's rent. 4 to 5 times. Sometimes even more if you're in a nicer area. No other countries I've heard you pay 4 or even 6 times. Sometimes 6. That's not a crazy thing to hear. But 4 to 5 times the 1 month's rent to be paid, and 1 month is deposit. 1 month deposit. 1 month is gift fee. It's a gift to the homeowner. Isn't that silly? And then 1 month is your first month's rent, and then 1 month is the agency fee. The agent who connected you to the house. That's 4 to, and then sometimes it's double for either one of them. Or silly, isn't it? But I think these guys are trying to do something in there, and I think the CEO speaks English. I'm not too sure, but there you go. Middle web application, infrastructure, security engineer, senior web application engineer, front end. Really good incomes there. So maybe they got investments. About. Where's that? Minatoku. What do you call it? No. 違う. This is the location. Shinagawa? No. Oh, it is Shinagawa. Okay. RESTAR, awesome company, real estate disruptor. RESTAR, thanks. Put that on my list. I'll put gaming company there. Oh, yeah. Mario says, I hate these types of websites. Different just for the sake of being different. Yeah, just ends up being confusing headache to use them. That was quite a harsh website to look at. Yes, I know you mean the old website. Yeah, the other one is sometimes it's done pretty good, like to make your website. I think the Strokes have an interesting website, and this is what I like. This. Maybe I don't like it. Let me see. But we all know that when you hover over these, it's responsive enough. Okay, yeah. Hey, this is cool. I know they've got their own little quirky thing. They use Elixir. Why is Elixir crazy, Finn? Is that a library? Sorry, I'm not really. But this is a tour. Oh, this is awesome. This is when awesome does. This is awesome. A RESTAR. RESTAR. Oh, Elixir. Dynamic functional language, scalable, maintainable. Is this like, oh, is this, okay, I know Erlang. It runs on Erlang, so it's incredibly fast. And that means some CTO geek guy was like, yeah, I'm going to use Elixir. I don't know why you have to use it or you don't have to. Yeah, I wouldn't touch Erlang. But good on them. If you learn Elixir, if you know Elixir, hit that company up. But this is cool. This is what I say when companies, websites can still be cool and different at the same time. Oh, that's awesome, isn't it? Isn't that awesome? Sound like Dana White. Isn't he fucking awesome? Something like that. Wow. Am I the only one who likes this kind of stuff? I'm a millennial, but I remember this, these kind of images. Listen on Spotify, Apple Music. Okay, enough. So I'm just saying, like, you don't have to make every website bootstrapped, or you know, what's the latest one? Tailwind. Like everything has to look like this is that typical every website the same, but it makes sense. RESTAR. Yeah, I'm gonna be off in like 9 minutes, so I want to try and get a few more of these companies in. PlayBrain. Oh, this is a gaming company. Oh man, you know what? I would like to work in a gaming company. That'd be really fun. That'd be cool. Especially like mine would be fighting games. Anything to do with fighting games, I'm there. PlayBrain experiences products that gamers love. Working at esports, gaming, marketing. These are awesome games. You love Tailwind? Yeah, I like it too. I mean, to be honest, I don't like technology, so I just do whatever I'm told to use. But it seems it's easy to use. Yep. UX UI designer. What is PlayBrain? That's the thing, guys, as well. Like gaming companies, or a company that supports esports gaming, like that's hot. That's awesome. Game marketing products. PUBG Mobile, Clash Royale League. I don't know Clash Royale League. Hearthstones. People still play Hearthstones? Anyone here plays Hearthstones? What's happening with Hearthstones? Give me the English website, damn it. Yeah, Japanese playing Hearthstones too. I think I saw a guy on a train. Who was the guy I always used? I think I used Hunter. That's the aggressive guy, right? I'm not a streamer or anything, but isn't he the aggressive guy? And each time you can use like one attack, one point attack. I played it for like a few months. Priest. Oh, he was a BS. He's the BS guy, right? This guy's bullshit. Like if you make your deck really well, he's full of BS. It was kind of fun. But anyway, sorry, back to what I'm saying is that there are so many, not so many, but there are quite a few companies that focus on gaming. I know a lot of you guys love gaming, so instead of just looking at whatever job makes a lot of money, yeah, Alexander, I know one guy who plays. Yeah, I think I know a guy who loved it and he played it every day. But I think that's the right way to go with those guys. Like, whatever you're really into, then trying to find a way to support their industry or company. Esports marketing and products. PlayBrains in Japan. B2B in Tokyo. Man, PlayBrain's awesome. Yeah, lots of going face strats. I was playing Priest mostly. Yeah, Priest wasn't here a guy you just... I'm pretty sure he was one of the most OP guys. Was it him? That character, like you would have one card that... I can't remember, it was ages ago. And they pay okay, and not the best. This is an honest Japanese income. 4.5 to 8 million. PlayBrain. Awesome PlayBrain. Fragcolor. Kyoto. Game Studio. This is a difficult word, guys. I'm going to try my best. I've heard it so many times, but geez. Interoperability and modability. Native game and empower builders of games, virtual worlds, and interactive experience. It's a gaming company. Game engine man, that's way above. Like making engines and stuff. That sounds difficult. Oh, sorry, I forgot the message from Arsenus. Hey, what do you think about mobile developer in Japan? I think mobile is massive in Japan, like any other country. Everyone's like this all the time and playing games. Everyone's playing some type of Flappy Birds or whatever, or like what is it, Pino Pino, Pio Pio. I just checked mine. Everyone's playing something, right? Like, I'm not playing something, I'm looking at my messages. Everyone's playing something to fiddle with their fingers. So mobile developers, Arsenus, or I can't say your name, sorry. I know a lot of guys asking me for iOS developers. iOS is big because everyone's focusing on like React Native or Flutter, but when companies actually want a proper iOS developer, they are hard to find. And they also demand a high income. So even though you can make everything in one language, when products get serious and larger, when they get a lot more investments, they want to have separate Android and iOS. And I don't think Apple will go anywhere in the next whatever few years. So iOS. Okay. Marco, hey, I just got this to the stream. I'll watch the whole thing later. Just wanted to know if you addressed any companies that have take and fresh grad. I'll assume it'll be harder tenfold. Wait, just quickly. Basically, I'm Flutter dev and just started my career. I've been 5 months here. What do you think about perfect time to start journey in Japan? So first, I'll address Marco. And thanks for joining the stream. There's like about 10 people or so, which is fine. I'm just trying to research and find out, talk to anyone. The whole thing later. Taking in fresh grads. Okay, so look, like I always say, most companies won't want fresh grads, and even this one here, JapanDev.com. When you go to this website straight up, right? Top companies only. And some of these companies even offered 300K incomes. These are not looking for fresh grads, unfortunately. But why would you even look at this website? Because you can look at websites that for companies that you want to work in 3 years later. That's the important part. Take your time, you look through different companies. Maybe you really like how this company is. For junior devs, I have to promote my other video. So for junior devs, I always recommend, please watch this video here, just a second. Wantedly, honestly, just do one. This one here is the video to watch for junior devs. Oh, not that guy, sorry. Mako, this one here. And I show you, back then when I was hairy, and I'm still hairy, but I show you how to use Wantedly, how to look for different types of jobs. And some people in my community, have actually found jobs from wantedly.com, and they're coming to Japan. Some people also got jobs from overseas. So honestly, if you're from overseas and you're a junior, give this one a go and you'll find all types. But please watch this video and then message me or message anyone on my Discord. Okay, hope that answers. And then RC Newis. I can't say your name, sorry. Basically, I'm Flutter dev. Flutter's still good. I'm not saying Flutter's wrong or anything. Flutter or React Native have a lot of jobs. You're welcome, Marco. Yeah, so I'll tell you this one, RC Newis. The iOS, but Flutter can make iOS. Yes, Flutter can make an iOS app, but, oh wait, maybe I'm understanding it wrong. But when you want to make an iOS app, you want to make it in Swift, right? To make a proper iOS app. You don't want one code, when you have a larger application and you are starting to get investments, you want to separate your iOS and Android development. You don't want it in React Native or Flutter. This is from when I hear from startups or companies. So while you will have many jobs in Flutter and you will have many jobs in React Native, if you learn just iOS, it really puts you in a good situation because people are focusing on Flutter and React Native these days. I hope that makes sense. And if you're making a really good, let's say a game or something on a smartphone, the best would probably be in iOS. I could be wrong. Fragcolor. Fragcolor is a game studio in Kyoto, which is cool. Okay, this is, when you see this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not dissing, but it's just Tailwind. It looks like Tailwind. Is there a way we can see if Tailwind is used? Is there a way we can tell? Anyway, it's that Tailwind-like design. Nothing wrong with it, but open meta. Oh, okay, this is a metaverse. Isn't metaverse dead? Singapore-based game studio with the mission to build the first I'll try my best on this one. Interoperability and modability native game engine to empower builders of gamers, virtual worlds, and interactive experiences. Gotcha, much appreciated. Cool. And also remember the iOS guys get paid pretty well, so. Technology, we are building Rareform engine. Sharding. Fragnova network stack. Games we are building. There you go, guys. If you're into, was that? Come on, mate. I'm just saying. Was that necessary? Is that necessary? I know you work out, but is that necessary? Look, I like that. Karen just said, you want to take a photo? Yeah, okay, yeah. I just finished eating. I just had a hot dog, but yeah. And this guy's like, just give me a minute. Everyone else's are just normal dudes, but but hey, man, if you've got the look, you got to use it, right? You got to look good. So there you go. Fragcolor gaming. Oh, he's flexing, but hey, you know, he's doing his thing. Don't hate the player. Hate the game that they're making, because the game's not it's the multiverse universe, whatever. But anyway, that's interesting. Fragcolor. Asunuris, do you speak in English or Japanese? The companies I work with mostly speak only Japanese. Mostly only Japanese. There are many that speak only in English, though. So not many. There are a few. This website, Japan Dev, is mostly it's English. Okay, most of them. That one the Wantedly companies is mostly Japanese, but some people can understand. Monstarlab is a big company. It's offshore development. This is a big company. Most people can probably work at if you have a few years experience. It is just whatever you want made, they'll make it. Product kaihatsu, just too much DX. But this company's a offshore kaihatsu, offshore development company, and it's all over the world. But if you look at what happens, and there's nothing wrong with these kind of companies. I'm not saying anything wrong. But if you saw like that gaming company before, you'll be specializing in games. But this would be just whatever the client wants. And so what happens here is, for example, Japan will get a project, right? And you can be an engineer or a project manager. Japan will get a project, and then Vietnam is like a hub to make it because of the cutting costs. China is also a hub. Singapore. That's my understanding of these kind of companies, or this kind of company. Digital is borderless, so are we. Our global network spans 20 countries, 33 cities, blending cultures, not bleeding. Oops. Insight and experience from the best in the world, allowing us to tackle the toughest challenges. I had okay, I'll tell you, I was meant to apply for this job because I tried for 2 weeks with recruiters, and then the recruiter said, so if you look at my Facebook, or not my Facebook, my channel's image, right? It's like this. I'm this guy here. I'm like with a hat, and it's in nature. And they were saying, oh, you can't use that image when you apply to this company. You have to use like a suit. And I said, nah, that's not gonna. I don't have a suit, and I will never buy one. I would buy a tailored suit, but I'm not gonna. Just for the job. But this company makes anything and everything. Shake Shack, UI system, payment system. Monstarlab. But I don't know. I heard it's pretty strict inside. That's all. I don't know if it's. Yeah, I'm getting tired now. So there's one. So I will continue this list. Bro, there's just too many companies. Oh my goodness, 8 pages, 40 companies per page. What's the math of that? Jeez. Yeah, I don't know if I can go through. I was trying to go as fast as I can, but it's going to take forever. Aubrey based. Based. Based on what? Based as in for based. Where are you based? Based as in for based. Which based? Okay, so I'm not gonna do any more companies. I'm kind of naked right now. In the stream, this is the chill stream. I just talk about, I go through Japan Dev, and I look at companies, and then I just answer questions to people. Try to keep it real chill, and then yeah. Let me know if this is interesting at all. If you'd like to get these, because as I go through companies, I give you insights about different companies or where they are or what's happening. Just to, just whatever I can give you information on, or I'll let you know, like if this company, what does this really mean? The 16 million. I'll just try and give as much information as I can, based on my experience of 8 years of coding in Tokyo. So, yeah, I'll be here again. 10 people watching. No worries. I did a lot of research. Thank you for messaging your questions. And I'll see you all when I see you all. I'll make a video soon or something. Take care. Oyasumi. How do I turn this off, damn it? Don't even know. Oh, one more question. Hurry up and ask me one more question, bro. Welcome, Mako. Thank you for asking. Any update on DevEpo plans? You mean DevEpo, the DevEpo meaning the connecting with companies? Bro, no one wants to work with junior devs. Especially junior devs who can't speak Japanese. That's like everyone was saying that. All the CEOs, CTO guys are saying like they want proper skilled workers. So that's that part. Okay, I'll answer this. The DevEpo meaning the channel. I'll just keep making video channels and just making live stream, helping people, showing companies how much they pay, what kind of company is good, where to live. How to get the waifu would be a secret stream where so I don't get shadow banned. Can you explain the last one, guys? Can you explain the culture company, especially international IT companies in Japan? Because of Indonesia, they're really good work environment and lots of funny things to do. Company culture, look, if you're on this website, these guys are look, Silicon Valley based startup. These guys will not be traditional Japanese companies. That's all I'm going to say about that is these kind of companies, these English okay companies are good, right? And that has that international type of culture, diversity and all that good stuff that we, whatever that means. So, okay. A lot of funny things. Wait, a lot of funny things. You mean like team building exercises? But anyway, it's I'm off now. Thank you